Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Live at 4 on this Wednesday. Very summery day out today.
It's Tuesday, isn't it?
What did I say?
Wednesday. I do that all the time. We're trying to
Wishful
speed things up. No, yeah, right.
Happy Tuesday, everybody.
Yes, it feels like summer outside, doesn't it?
It really does. We'll get to the weather in just a second. But first, here's what's making news on this Tuesday. Updates on 2 deaths over the weekend, including a court appearance from the driver who was charged in the death of a pedestrian.
A 19-year-old is in police custody after running a rented truck into a security barrier near the White House. I'm Nicole D'Antonio with more on the driver facing multiple charges.
And there is renewed interest in revitalizing the area around the Alliant Energy Center. We'll take a look at some of the proposals.
Let's take a look outside. As we mentioned, a beautiful summer-like day out there. People can get out on the water.
Yeah, great day to be out on a boat.
We'll see the weed cutters soon, I'm sure.
Yeah, there it is.
There it is. Summer's coming.
But much cooler tomorrow.
Yeah, Adam's in the backyard with the details on that. Enjoy the evening, I guess.
Yeah, and I want to be clear that although it's going to be colder tomorrow, it is still going to be very comfortable. Now, before I talk about the temperatures, I have to talk about the air quality alert that is in effect for all of Wisconsin, and that is until 11 p.m. tonight. Any individuals with lung diseases or elderly or young individuals, just avoid any outdoor activity, or at least prolonged outdoor activities, at least for the rest of today. I know it's nice out, but it's going to be nice over the weekend. Temperatures will be just as warm by the time we get to then. Now, if we take a look at the weather cam outside, you can kind of see firsthand the smoke that we're seeing across our area, but it is not impacting the temperatures at all. 81 degrees is the current temperature in Madison, and across our area, we're pretty much all in the 80s. Some places in the mid-80s. 81 in Madison, as I previously mentioned, is a bit colder further east towards the lake with temperatures in the 70s lakeside. Now, wind speeds are also very calm, so the heat index is actually a little bit higher, so it feels like it's in the mid-80s. You guys talked about it. It definitely feels like summer outside today, and throughout the evening, it's going to continue to feel like summer with fairly warm conditions. It's going to remain in the 80s and 70s throughout the evening with partly cloudy skies. As we head into the overnight hours, we'll see low temperatures dropping into the mid-50s, and highs tomorrow won't nearly be as warm as today. I'll talk more in detail about it and give you your Memorial Day forecast, all coming up a little bit later in the show.
All right, Jacob, we'll check back in just a little while. Thank you. First at 4, the man accused of fatally killing a person in a hit and run on Madison's northeast side Saturday was in court this afternoon.
Anthony Moore is charged with 1 count of homicide by intoxicated use of a vehicle, as well as a charge of hit and run involving a death. In a criminal complaint, Moore said he never hit the brakes before striking and killing the pedestrian. Cash bond was set at $100,000. If posted, Moore will be subject to remote alcohol monitoring and random drug testing as conditions of his bail. The victim, who was killed in the incident Saturday night, was also identified today as 40-year-old Nicole McDougal of Madison. The death still remains under investigation.
The Dane County Medical Examiner's Office identified the person who was shot and killed early Sunday morning on Madison's east side. He is 32-year-old Raheem Blue of Madison, who was pronounced dead at a local hospital. Madison police say Blue was found with gunshot wounds at a lounge in the 3700 block of East Washington Avenue. A bystander reported seeing a large group of people near the area and heard later that an argument had broken out.
And a man charged in a Janesville workplace shooting that left 1 person dead last year pleaded to a lesser charge today as part of a deal reached with prosecutors in Rock County Court. Kevin Luther Todd was previously charged with 1 count of first-degree intentional homicide and 3 counts of first-degree recklessly endangering safety after he opened fire at precision-drawn metals after working at the business for 7 days. Online court records show Todd pleaded guilty to a single count of second-degree intentional homicide. Well, for the first time in 2 years, an effort to transform the Alliant Energy Center is being revisited. A committee plans to work toward upgrading the space that housed concerts, shows, and other major events in Madison.
Catherine Merck shows us what's on the table for improvements.
The early conversations about this development include all parts of the Alliant Energy Center grounds, including the beloved Coliseum.
The average attendee might come to a wrestling tournament, it might come to World Dairy, maybe a horse show.
You've probably been to at least one event at the Alliant Energy Center. Though the redevelopment committee's goals were put on hold in 2021 due to COVID, they're back to enhance the current space once again. It's in its very early stages, but all parts of the property are being considered. The county board supervisor says this project is working in collaboration with other major developments in the area to create a space for the entire surrounding community.
It just underscores the beauty of this location. There are surrounding neighborhoods that are really critical to what's going on here as well. And so one thing we hope to do, I would like to see is, more open space, for nearby residents so that they can enjoy the space as well.
The committee plans to meet bi-monthly, and I'm told in 2025 is when we're going to get a set architectural plan for the project. Reporting in Madison, I'm Catherine Merck, News 3 Now.
A woman who died after her car rolled over and entered a retention pond last week has been identified. The Dane County Medical Examiner's Office says 83-year-old Betty Stengham of Monona died from her injuries in the crash. Emergency crews were called to the intersection of Highway 51 and Severson Road just after 10 a.m. on Friday after the crash was reported.
Well, it's been 2 weeks since an explosion rocked a condo complex on Madison's west side. 8 families were displaced by what initially was described as a propane explosion. The complex owner says the building is beyond repair and will be razed. We're still awaiting word from investigators on exactly what initiated the blast. At the Capitol, the debate is continuing over the crucial funding the state pays to municipalities.
Much of the focus has been on the infighting among Republicans, but what are Democrats hoping to get out of it? Political reporter Will Keneally sat down with a legislator at the center of the negotiations and joins us from the state capitol with more. Will?
So we're looking at this today as the state Senate is working through the legislation, with the bill getting a hearing today in a Senate committee. Now, we sat down today with the Democratic leader in the state Senate, who says the discussions are still ongoing.
Had the opportunity to be in the hearing room today and listen to the authors of the legislation as they were engaging with conversations with people on the committee. And it does seem like there is an earnest intent to be able to make the best changes possible for these local levels of government.
Senator Melissa Agard there says that some of the sticking points continue to be over letting Milwaukee raise the sales tax and how to fund mid-sized cities. So just how close are Republicans and Democrats to finding agreement on this must-pass legislation? We'll have more on that coming up tonight at 5. Reporting from the Capitol, Will Keneally, News 3 Now.
We will see you at 5, Will. Thank you. Former President Donald Trump made a video appearance today in a New York courtroom for his criminal case in Manhattan. Trump is facing 34 felony counts of falsifying business records, to which he pleaded not guilty. The judge tentatively scheduled the former president's trial for March 25th, a date that would fall in the heat of the presidential primary season. The field of Republican presidential candidates is growing. Florida Governor Ron DeSantis plans to announce he is running for the Republican presidential nomination tomorrow night during a live appearance on Twitter with Elon Musk. There will be a launch video from the DeSantis campaign, followed by trips to presidential primary states after Memorial Day. The announcement is expected at 5 p.m. local time tomorrow.
Talks between the White House negotiating team and House Republicans continue as the two sides try to find a deal that would raise the nation's debt limit in order to avoid default. White House negotiators arrived on Capitol Hill to resume debt limit talks, but the two sides still appear far apart. The White House is offering to keep government spending at current levels for the next 2 years. Republicans want to cut spending even more and keep those lower levels for at least the next 6 years. The only exception, defense spending, which they want to increase.
Based on what Republicans have shown us with their appropriations bills, we are looking at a 30% cut across the board to the remaining domestic programs.
So this administration is willing to recognize that they are having record spending, record deficits, and record taxes, then we're not going to be able to come together.
If a deal is reached, the House must have the bill a full 72 hours before a vote. That provision was a condition of Kevin McCarthy's election as House Speaker. It means lawmakers need an agreement soon in order to pass the House and Senate by the June 1st deadline. Economists warn that defaulting could result in lowering credit ratings for America, which means everyone would be paying higher interest rates, potentially forever. Well, a driver is facing multiple charges after slamming a rental truck into a security barrier near the White House late last night.
There were no reported injuries, but a law enforcement official says the suspect made threatening statements directed at the president and vice president. Nicole D'Antonio reports from the White House.
Outside the White House Tuesday, police tape marked the scene of last night's security incident. Social media footage shows the moment a driver tried to ram a rental truck past the barrier at Lafayette Square, about a block from the White House fence.
In this particular case, what was supposed to have happened or been prevented is what occurred.
A U.S. law enforcement official tells CBS News there were no explosives in the vehicle and no weapons, and there were no reported injuries to anybody in the Secret Service or the White House.
The president was indeed briefed. He was briefed this morning. He's relieved that no one was injured last night.
Video of the aftermath appears to show officers collecting evidence, including a Nazi flag. The U.S. Park Police identified the suspect as a 19-year-old U.S. citizen from Chesterfield, Missouri. A law enforcement official tells CBS News the driver flew to D.C. from Missouri Monday, rented the truck at the airport, and drove here to the White House. Multiple law enforcement sources said the suspect appeared to be emotionally disturbed. Among the charges he's facing, assault with a dangerous weapon, reckless operation of a motor vehicle, and threatening to kill, kidnap, inflict harm on a president, vice president, or family member. Nicole D'Antonio, CBS News, the White House.
He's also charged with destruction of federal property and trespassing.
Police have launched a new search for Madeleine McCann 16 years after the British toddler disappeared during a family vacation in Portugal. Madeleine McCann would have turned 20 years old this month, and investigators across Europe are still trying to solve the mystery behind her disappearance. Sniffer dogs and divers begin a new search at a reservoir about 30 miles from the resort where the 3-year-old vanished during a family vacation in May of 2007. German authorities pushed for the investigation as they look into convicted sex offender Christian Bruckner. The German native reportedly visited the area around the time Madeleine went missing and called the spot his little paradise.
They have some information that they're not sharing with the wider public, and that, of course, is the right thing to do.
Police scoured the same site back in 2008 and found nothing. A huge international manhunt and a number of possible sightings over the years came up empty. But the McCanns are holding out hope, posting a birthday message to Madeleine less than 2 weeks ago, saying, "We love you, we're waiting for you, we're never going to give up."
Well, the Village of Oregon unveiled the latest additions to their public art tour today. In 2022, the village made a commitment to increase the visibility of local art by installing new public art throughout the community. They unveiled 10 new sculptures today, including the Culver's Blue Spoon, the town mascot, a panther, and Rosie the Riveter.
It's been talked about for years. We wanted to bring more public art to the village, so we're excited. And a lot of the stuff that you're going to see is local, by local artists.
If you want to get up close and personal with the sculptures, they are scattered about the village, or attend the Oregon Art Fair Saturday, June 10th at Waterman Park.
Well, as Memorial Day weekend marks the unofficial start to summer, a new animal is arriving at Noah's Ark just in time for water park season. The chameleon will bring an all-new ride experience to Noah's Ark. It's the first of its kind in Wisconsin Dells. The vibrant slide transforms the park's flying gecko attraction and invites guests to ride down on a fully immersive and colorful journey with vivid lights and sounds.
This is going to be a great family attraction for family, friends, up to 4 people in a raft at once. You're going to start going down the tunnel, and as soon as you get in there, you're going to flag a sensor, whole new light show, whole new sound system. You're going to be inundated on all levels.
Looks pretty cool. Season pass holders are invited to be among the first to enjoy Noah's Ark for the park's 45th opening day on Saturday. Noah's Ark will open its gates an hour early at 9 a.m. for an exclusive season pass holder party, complete with a DJ, early ride time, and giveaways. We've posted a link with all of the information on our website, channel3000.com.
Okay. Well, are you still planning a summer vacation? CBS travel correspondent Wendy Gillette has some suggestions.
She says you don't have to break the bank to take a luxury vacation this summer. We'll have more as Live at 4 continues.
Summer's here, and with a new Toyota, you can go out and have s'more fun. Whoa, whoa. Yeah, that's crispy. Anyone?
Every new Toyota comes with Toyota Care. That's the value you can expect from Toyota. Toyota, let's go places.
Memories matter.
I think the biggest thing I got out of my service in Vietnam was a real sense of patriotism. I'm very proud of what I did. I fought for you, and I'd fight for you again.
This Memorial Day, we remember, and we never forget those who sacrificed everything for our freedoms. We are Crest Funeral and Cremation Service, and we know that your memories matter.
You got me.
Tag, you're it. Imagine a world with no drama. With 4imprint, you don't have to chase down the perfect promotional products. Exclusive apparel, bags, drinkware, and more. 4imprint will help you capture the moment and guarantee to deliver your order on time and on budget. Take the drama out of ordering promotional products at 4imprint.com.
4imprint, for certain.
Creating family memories is what Maple Leaf Landscaping is all about. We design and build outdoor spaces that bring people together. Landscaped spaces for any size family. Functional, beautiful, a place everyone will enjoy. And it all starts with a free visit at your home by one of our landscape experts. So call Maple Leaf Landscaping today and have us create an outdoor living space for your home.
First Choice Dental's got going to the dentist solved. And when you've got 11 convenient neighborhood clinics, you can solve a lot of problems, like helping you make the most of your insurance. With Coverage Check, schedule your appointment at firstchoicedental.com.
Dove Beauty Bar does far more than clean.
This is going to moisturize my skin. I use Dove Beauty Bar on my face.
I use Dove Beauty Bar to remove my makeup.
It's always there for whatever I need it for.
With 1/4 moisturizing cream, it's amazing what Dove Beauty Bar can do.
Fry Construction is celebrating 28 years with a big anniversary sale. Join us to save 28%. That's right, 28%. Many of your neighbors already know how we strive to meet and exceed expectations with each and every project. That's why they voted us Best Roofer 3 years in a row. Experience the best of Madison for yourself with Fry Construction. Act now for 28% off gutters or insulation with any full roofing project. Schedule your free consultation today at fryconstruction.com.
Summer's here, and with a new Toyota, you can go out and have s'more fun. Whoa, whoa. Yeah, that's crispy. Anyone?
Every new Toyota comes with Toyota Care. That's the value you can expect from Toyota. Toyota, let's go places.
You're watching News 3 Now, live at 4.
Welcome back. The summer travel season unofficially starts this holiday weekend. Get this, AAA predicting nearly 3.5 million Americans will take to the skies.
It'll be a busy one, and federal officials are working to make sure that last year's wave of flight cancellations and delays doesn't happen again. With huge crowds expected at airports, the Department of Transportation has developed a twofold approach toward the airlines, working with them while also applying some pressure if need be.
We're working collaboratively with the airlines wherever we can to take steps that are going to help them reduce congestion and increase capacity. And then when things go wrong, we're using our tools to press airlines to continue improving customer service and to continue improving performance.
The FAA is expecting more than 51,000 flights on Thursday alone. Secretary Buttigieg admits it will be, quote, a test of this system.
You think?
Pack your patience. Amazon, as you know, has been using artificial intelligence with its Alexa device.
I don't want to say this too loud because it'll trick.
It will do it.
Alexa, turn on the living room lights. But now the company is looking to adapt the voice assistant tool to use ChatGPT. That type of intelligence can create new content such as texts and images in response to user prompts. It's unclear exactly how that would be integrated into the Alexa products. One way could be more natural conversations with users answering more complex questions or tailor its responses for each user.
That's not scary at all.
No, not at all. What could go wrong? Stocks sink as the debt ceiling deadline looms closer. The Dow Industrials lost 231 points, closing at 33,055. The Nasdaq off 160 points. The S&P 500 gave up 47 points. Well, just like last year, summer travel is expected to be busy and expensive.
Experts say international trips will be big now that more countries have opened their borders after the pandemic.
In today's Travel Tuesday, CBS News correspondent Wendy Gillette reports on what's trending right now, and she is live in Scottsdale, Arizona. Hi, Wendy.
Hi, Wendy.
Hey, Mark and Susan. If you're not feeling the summer vibes just yet, I bring you to Scottsdale, Arizona, where the temperature is about 90 degrees and climbing this afternoon. But the hotel rates are just as hot, with nights starting at about $130 this summer and just over $300 here at Savannah Wellness Resort. Just one place to consider this summer.
Jay and Colleen Kim from Falls Church, Virginia, and their son Logan recently stayed at the new Waldorf Astoria in Cancun, Mexico. Expedia ranks the city the #1 international destination this summer, followed by London and Rome.
It's a good place to travel so that we're not spending a lot of money trying to get here, and we can actually spend the money here to have fun.
The upscale Waldorf features patios with soaking tubs overlooking the ocean, 2 enormous pools, and decadent desserts.
Whenever we enter a new region, a new country, we want to build and create a Waldorf Astoria for Cancun versus a Waldorf Astoria just in Cancun.
Expedia forecasts this summer's top domestic destinations will be New York, Los Angeles, and Seattle. Travel expert Christy Hudson says flight searches for far-flung countries are also surging.
Seems like a lot of people were still waiting to take those big bucket list trips, and now this is the summer that they're ready to do it.
If you're looking to save this summer, consider areas most people wouldn't this time of the year, like Scottsdale, Arizona. As temperatures rise, hotel prices drop, including here at the Four Seasons.
The 5-star resort, filled with desert landscaping next to Pinnacle Peak, offers casita rooms with telescopes and plunge pools in some. Summer rates start at $365.
Seasonality and our ability to offer luxury at a very affordable rate is one of the beauties of this market, and it allows people to take a little moment to detox from life.
We stayed at these hotels for special rates, and some are offering travelers unique activities, like this performance from the dance group Bandaloop on the side of the newly renovated Fairmont Century Plaza in Los Angeles.
Today's discerning traveler wants experiences, and they want to create memories that will last a lifetime.
To start creating summer memories, Expedia says it's best to book now for international trips and 60 days out for domestic destinations.
Expedia finds that the busiest and most expensive day to fly this summer will be Saturday, July 1st, and the least busy Thursday, August 24th. So that's something to consider when you're planning your summer vacations, Mark and Susan.
August 24th, got it.
Yes.
How is tourism doing this year compared to before the pandemic?
Incredibly well. The luxury travel network Virtuoso finds bookings are up 90% this year compared to 2019 and up 60% compared to last year. So you're going to expect to see a lot of records falling this year.
Wow. And what about specifically where you are? What has tourism been like in the Phoenix area this year?
Very strong. They actually set a record in the first quarter at Phoenix's airport for the most passengers that they've ever had in a quarter ever in the history of the airport. And statewide hotel tax revenues are also expected to set a record this year, raking in around $875 million. A lot of people love Arizona. Mark and Susan.
A good place for dry heat, right?
Especially Wisconsinites in January. Yes.
It's very dry.
All right,
so
Wendy.
dry. I can't feel a thing.
All right, Wendy, thank you. Take care.
Thanks.
Looks warm there, doesn't it?
It does.
Well, the average family does about 300 loads of laundry per year.
But there is a way to cut back. We'll get some tips from Consumer Reports before you start the wash.
We're kicking off Bob's Summer of Savings in all my stores coast to coast this Memorial Day weekend. Celebrating over 30 years of furniture fun in my now 165 stores across the United States. So come join the party, because I've got new collections you won't want to miss and treats for the whole fam. Plus, get Bob's discount on my highly rated furniture, mattresses, and more, with financing options to fit your budget. Get your home summer ready during Bob's Summer of Savings this Memorial Day weekend. I've saved you a seat at the party, and a sofa, and a bed, and a
This is how legends are. 2024 Chevy Silverado HD with Duramax diesel. And a Chevy Silverado with powerful TurboMax engine. No matter what route you take, there's a Chevy truck to get you there. Find new roads. Get 1.9% financing on all 2023 Silverado 1500 LT TurboMax pickups, or current Chevy owners get $5,250 total cash allowance when you trade in an eligible vehicle. Chevrolet, the #1 selling brand in Wisconsin.
Stop whitening your smile the old-fashioned way with strips and trays that can take 30 minutes to an hour. I'm Jonathan Greenhut, the CEO of Power Swabs. When I met Dr. Ginniker and he introduced me to Power Swabs and I saw how effective they were and how easy they were to use, I knew we had to share it with the world. Power Swabs was clinically studied to whiten natural teeth as well as stain caps, crowns, and veneers. It's so effective, it works on stains caused by coffee, tea, red wine, and even smoking. For those of you who have that one stained tooth that's darker than the rest, Power Swabs can target that area using swab precision.
My favorite thing about the Power Swabs is that I was actually able to take the swab and really get through some of those areas that are kind of like untreated. I felt like I can immediately see the results, and I'm like, oh, I'm definitely starting to see the shades getting brighter and brighter, or whiter and whiter.
If you have yellowing between your teeth, if you have coffee or tea stains near your gum line, just snap, swab, and smile. And in each 5-minute application, you'll see whiter teeth. So stop whitening your smile the old-fashioned way with strips and trays and start using the Power Swabs 5-minute solution.
Well, they're whiter, they're brighter, and I feel better about my smile. And it was so easy to do.
One friend was like, your teeth look like really white. Did you do anything to it? And I was like, I did. I did Power Swabs.
Call for your 5-minute solution to whiter teeth this Memorial Day. Order Power Swabs and receive up to 50% off the retail price. And as an added bonus, get a free Power Swabs Quick Stick pen with your order. The Quick Stick pen is your on-the-go solution to help prevent stains from adhering to your teeth after drinking coffee, tea, or even after smoking. And in addition to saving up to 50% off and your free Quick Stick pen, get free shipping by ordering now. Dial the number on your screen or visit powerswabs.com today.
Well, take a look at this. A full-size Ferrari Monza SP1 built of Lego bricks has gone on display at Legoland in Denmark. Built in the Czech Republic with the help of Ferrari designers, the model car took 339 days to complete and used 383,610 Lego blocks, or bricks that is. Ferrari wheels and a steering wheel were the only original components used for the 1.34-ton life-size model. The completed Ferrari was shipped to Denmark, where it was unveiled to applause from Lego fans and auto enthusiasts at the amusement park in Denmark, where it will remain on permanent display.
That is really cool. That's amazing.
Over a ton.
Yeah, that's very neat.
The fact that it took almost a year to make, that's, I mean, I've seen some pretty impressive Lego designs. That's up there.
That is up there.
That's definitely up there.
As are our temperatures.
Yeah, but they are going to be dropping for tomorrow, but they're going to rise back up. I'll have all the details right after the break.
You got me.
Tag, you're it.
Imagine a world with no drama. For the guarantee of high-quality promotional items delivered on time, go to 4imprint.com.
4imprint, for certain.
Your foundation doesn't improve the appearance of under-eye puffiness. Your concealer doesn't make fine lines disappear. Even worse, they can make those imperfections more noticeable. Introducing Tint and Tighten, a new must-have, lightweight tinted cream that is sure to find its place in your makeup routine. Tint and Tighten is the only tinted cream that creates a temporary tightening layer on the surface of the skin, which works to instantly reduce the appearance of fine lines, wrinkles, and under-eye puffiness.
It's a very time-consuming thing to put foundation on and do your eyes and your lips, and I'd much rather just have a product that I can put on my face that makes me feel good. The thing I love about Tint and Tighten is the refreshed feeling my skin has. It's not heavy, it's not greasy. My wrinkles are gone, especially around my eyes. My skin feels smooth, I feel youthful.
Compared to Tint and Tighten, there was another product that I was trying, and one of the things that was a problem is leaving residue in the area underneath the eyes where your concealer would go. So I found that was a challenge, but using this particular product, I realized it's not leaving a residue.
Tint and Tighten works to smooth out wrinkles and under-eye puffiness in just 10 minutes, while covering and concealing dark circles, age spots, and uneven skin tone, making you look and feel years younger.
Right around this area, I have fine lines, which a lot of people obviously deal with as they age. And then also in this area, I had very dark circles. They were little, just puffed out a little bit, and that without any makeup is almost eliminated.
What's even better is that these remarkable results last for up to 8 hours without needles or injections. Want to look your best for that upcoming event, date night, or job interview? Maybe you simply want to feel younger and more confident with your appearance. Then add Tint and Tighten to your makeup routine and bring youthfulness back to your life. Get up to 50% off, a free makeup applicator, and free shipping. Visit tntcream.com or call the number on your screen.
The ultimate LEGO fan experience. Don't miss Brick Universe, May 27th and 28th. Meet LEGO artists and see incredible works of art. Fun for everyone. Tickets are selling out fast. Visit brickuniverseusa.com. brickuniverseusa.com.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Well, here's a look at the 3 things that you need to know. We are going to be cool tomorrow with high temperatures only in the 60s for Wednesday and Thursday, but then we are going to see the temperatures slowly warm up after that. They will likely reach the 80s once again by Memorial Day, and we're also looking very dry until at least the middle of next week, possibly even beyond that. Now, here's a look at the high temperatures over the last 10 days. We honestly have been very comfortable with many days in the 70s or lower 80s or upper 60s. There was the one day 2 Sundays ago where we had a high of just 61, but other than that, it's been very comfortable, and we really haven't seen a ton of rainfall. So as a whole, temperatures are going to remain very nice despite the temperatures dropping and then rising once again. Here's a look at the current temperatures, still very mild at this hour, 81 in Madison. Some places are close to the mid-80s, and honestly, it could be even warmer if it wasn't for the wildfire smoke. That just shows how unseasonably warm it is today. Now, as we head into the overnight hours, we'll see low temperatures dropping into the mid-50s. For the most part, we're going to see mostly clear skies with a few clouds rolling into our area, especially later into the night and for tomorrow morning. Now, that's also when we are going to see that cold front move through our area, and that is also when we will see the temperatures drop. Now, right now, we are seeing the winds coming out of the south-southwest, and as we head into the overnight hours, we're going to see that cold front slowly move south. You can see that cold front with the wind directions. It's going to be out of the northeast once that cold front passes, but until it passes, the winds are going to remain calm. But that northeasterly wind will bring in a little bit of a lake breeze across much of Wisconsin and keep those temperatures down for tomorrow. Now, it's still going to be comfortable with temperatures, well into the 60s, and for the most part, we'll see sunshine with a few more clouds here and there, but it's going to be noticeably colder than what we have seen today. Now, this is going to continue for Thursday as well. We also could see a very light shower Wednesday night into Thursday, but it's not going to amount to much. But Thursday, the winds are going to be more out of the east, not quite as strong as the winds tomorrow, but the temperatures will be pretty similar to what we will see tomorrow, and highs will be in the mid-60s for a lot of our area. The further south and west you go, the warmer it will be, so temperatures could reach the 70s in Platteville, but for the most part, it's definitely going to be a lot colder than today. Thursday, very similar, mid-60s, but the difference between Thursday and tomorrow is Thursday isn't going to be quite as windy as tomorrow. It will definitely be pretty breezy tomorrow with a few clouds with mostly sunny skies by Thursday, and those temperatures are going to slowly warm up after that. And for Memorial Day weekend, it's looking very nice. Upper 70s, lower 80s. Unfortunately, we may see some wildfire smoke, but other than that, the conditions are looking just about perfect for your Memorial Day, and we're not expected to see some rainfall until the middle of next week, and even that only looks like it's small chance. So for the most part, we are going to remain dry with temperatures very, very nice. Now, we are still doing the umbrella contest for one more week, and if you would like to submit a photo, you can to the email address on screen, firstwarn@wisc-tv.com, or through the weather app, and then the weather team here will select select a photo, and if your photo is selected, you'll win a First Warn Weather umbrella. And we are still doing it until Friday, so there are still a few more chances to win. We will announce a new winner every weekday at 6 a.m. and 6 p.m. Definitely don't need those umbrellas for quite some time.
Very dry.
Yeah, it's going to be very dry. And as I mentioned, you know, even though the temperatures are going to drop, they're going to rise right back up to the 80s for Memorial Day.
We were talking to Pam Yankee in the farmer at noon, and she said the farmers need rain.
Yeah, unfortunately,
next 2 weeks.
Yeah, firstly, we're not going to see a lot of it. And if you remember, when Memorial Day was first in the 10-day forecast, we were calling for rain Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. And as it gets closer, it's becoming more apparent that it looks like it's going to be dry. And that's the same situation what's happening next week. So I wouldn't be surprised if we end up, you know, just calling off the rain forecast. So
all right, well,
it's looking very dry.
All right.
Yeah.
Thanks, Jacob.
So it goes.
Yes.
Well, you could call it a baby moose fail, but it was a win for onlookers.
Jeannie Moos tracks the moose that stopped traffic.
Why do you always see moose on the loose where they shouldn't be, being corralled by a couch in an Alaskan hospital, or munching on popcorn inside a movie theater? This time,
come on, little calf, get over there.
It was a calf unable to follow its mom over a highway divider. Couldn't or wouldn't? What do you think?
Couldn't. Well, calf looked like about a week old.
Truck driver Rodney Pierre shot the scene as it played out in Prince George, British Columbia, Canada. The mother kept jumping over the barrier as if to show her baby what to do. But no matter how many times she demonstrated,
jump, jump, oh,
no way. But at least these two didn't end up like Rocky and Bullwinkle. A good Samaritan stopped to help, but the mom didn't appreciate it.
You're gonna get attacked, you f***ing idiot.
The guy who got out of his car, what was his strategy?
I don't know. Looks like he was gonna pick that calf up and lift it over.
It's not uncommon for moose to slam into vehicles. In the end, mom and calf opted to take the exit ramp towards Walmart. And if you're ever tempted to give a baby moose a lift, better to vamoose. Jeannie Moos, CNN, New York.
Yeah, Mama's not going to like that.
Do not get near
don't do
a baby
that.
moose with mom around. Well, up next, saving some money and wear and tear on doing your laundry.
And then coming up next hour at 5, more on the court appearance of the man charged with a fatal hit and run from over the weekend. That's coming up at 5.
There's a reason big dental bills often come as a shock, because sometimes you don't realize what's not covered until you get the bill. That's why affordable dental insurance from Physicians Mutual is important. It can give you benefits that go beyond what you get from more limited coverage plans. Because no one likes a big dental bill, especially if you're retired or on a fixed income. For a free information kit, call or go online now. This isn't some discount plan or preventive-only coverage. This is real dental insurance that helps cover over 350 procedures, like cleanings, fillings, crowns, bridges, root canals, even dentures, at any dentist you want. Dental insurance from Physicians Mutual Insurance Company helps cover preventive care, basic work, and major procedures, with no deductibles and no annual maximum. For your free information kit with all the details, call now or visit sendinfokit.com.
Physicians Mutual, Physicians Mutual.
Here's your parachute. Packed it myself.
Certain it's okay?
Mm-hmm.
Are you 4imprint certain?
Certainty matters. Like the certainty of congratulating coworkers or saying thank you for being a customer with promotional products from 4imprint. Our expert team is dedicated to making your satisfaction a certainty.
Packed it myself.
Land the perfect products at 4imprint.com.
4imprint, for certain.
Find your inspiration with Wisconsin Vision. About our $99 prescription sunglasses. Wisconsin Vision. See more life.
The new T-Box Savannah Dining Room with private bar is there waiting for you at Vitense Golfland. 2 large HD TVs are available for viewing, meetings, and casual gatherings. Private bar is available for any type of event. No meeting can compare with adding activities of Vitense Golfland. Enjoy indoor-outdoor miniature golf suites, and golf and multi-sport simulators. Add chocolate shop ice cream. As our sign says, ice cream solves everything. Infuse life and fun into your meetings and events at Vitense Golfland.
New at 5, we dig deep into the negotiations surrounding the crucial shared revenue plan at the Capitol, where the bill stands and what it means for cities in desperate need of funding.
We're staying quiet, but we're going to be much cooler heading into our Wednesdays. 60s will be in the forecast middle part of the week, but then we're warming back up. We'll have the full breakdown coming up tonight at 5.
And ahead at 6, a hit and run takes a family member away. Hear from loved ones, their words on how this tragedy has changed their lives forever. That's tonight at 6.
Giving the weather satellite a spin, we end up on the Strip in Vegas, 95 degrees.
Oh, it's a hot one.
But it's dry heat, as we mentioned with Wendy. All right, do you think you do a lot of laundry? Oh, you're not alone. Believe it or not, the average family does about 300 loads of laundry per year. That's about 5 loads every week.
That's a lot. One way to cut back on it, don't wash your clothes as often. But how long can we really go before we need to wash everyday items? If you search the web and ask that question, boy, it is really up for debate.
Brady Mallory says Consumer Report says don't throw in the towel just yet. It's laundry experts to the rescue.
With 3 growing boys at home, it's no surprise Erica Dickman-Wilkes has mountains of laundry.
I do laundry every single day.
Stains, sweat, dirt, and clothes that don't pass the sniff test are automatically thrown in the wash. But how often does Erica really need to wash the sheets, towels, and comforters?
I do comforters every single week.
Not necessary, says Consumer Reports. Unless your pet sleeps on the bed, every 3 weeks will do the job. But don't wait too much longer. Things we can't see accumulate, like dust mites, bacteria, dead skin cells, and those can trigger allergies and skin irritation. Sheets are another matter. Wash them every 5 to 7 days. Sooner if you or someone else is sick. Fear of dank, moldy towels has Erica washing hers after every use.
Don't throw it on the floor. Hang it up. If you allow it to dry in between, it'll keep those things down. You won't have to wash it as often. We generally suggest in the 3 to 5 days.
But undergarments, t-shirts, socks, and especially gym clothes should be washed after each use.
Don't bunch them up in a bag and leave them in there. It'll become a science experiment.
What about khakis and dress shirts? Unless stained or sweaty, or you don't wear undergarments, save yourself the trouble and wash them after 3 wears. Jeans? Hey, even longer. To get the most out of your detergent, use those tested by Consumer Reports. Tide Plus Ultra Stain Release, Tide Oxy, and Persil Pro Clean Stain Fighter earn top spots. But don't overdo it. More is not necessarily better. For Consumer Reports, I'm Brady Mallory.
And don't forget how you sort your laundry is the key. Consumer Reports recommends washing heavily soiled items separately from lightly soiled ones.
Good advice.
You wash. I do 1 load every 2 weeks.
Do you? I do more than, I probably do more than that.
My shirts get dry. I mean.
Do you don't wash your comforter? Well, you have dogs sleeping on it, right?
I have a cover.
Oh, that's a good idea. Just wash the cover. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's a really good idea.
And underwear you can turn inside out.
Yeah, get another
day out of it. Up next, a warning from the U.S. Surgeon General. Social media is driving an adolescent mental health crisis.
It is a serious situation. We'll have more on that, plus reaction from UW Health's Dr. Jeff Potoff, who's in our green room when Live at 4 continues.
So your credit isn't the greatest? No problem. We offer guaranteed credit approval on vehicles you actually want to drive. Yes, we'll even guarantee your credit is approved. You've been told no before? Join the Bergstrom Automotive family for the yes. Bergstrom for the yes.
As a veteran of our country's armed services, you have already made the ultimate sacrifice. Through no fault of your own, you may be experiencing hardships, such as the inability to pay rent, utilities, or receive other life-sustaining services. The Veterans Rental Assistance Program was created by and for people living in Wisconsin. No Wisconsin veteran should ever have to face homelessness or lose heat, power, or water again.
This right here is confidence in a bottle.
Not only does it change you on the outside, but something in the inside, knowing that you're looking better.
It makes me feel so much more confident than I've ever felt in my life.
They are some of the hottest videos on social media. Those videos claiming to instantly get rid of bags under your eyes. Well, today we're going to see one for ourselves and let you be the judge. It's called Plexiderm, and lifestyle expert Annette Figueroa is here to tell us why she says this one is for real.
This one is for real, and I'm so excited. We even have a video, and you'll notice the model has bags underneath his eyes and some sagging, and all he uses is a small amount on a clean, dry face, and that's how easy it is.
All right, what's the active ingredient?
Okay, so it's silicates that are minerals found in shale rock, and what it does is it tightens and lifts the appearance of bags underneath your eyes in as little as 10 minutes, no prescriptions, and very little effort. Even watching the video, this is a real, it's a model, but it's a real guy with real bags underneath his eyes.
My real true opinion is holy words I can't say on camera. This is absolutely unbelievable. I mean, I could feel it just lifting my skin. It was amazing. It feels good. Feels great. Looks even better.
And I did this to my father. We were at home, so we applied it to his under eye bags, and let me tell you, we were so excited. In under 10 minutes, they visibly disappeared from view, and now it is literally part of both of our daily routines. He calls me every single month saying, "Hey, Annette, I'm out of Plexiderm, please send me more." And not only does it work on the bags, it works on the appearance of crow's feet, fine lines, and wrinkles. The way you want to do it is you want to have a clean, dry face. You use a small amount because it's so powerful. You have high school reunions, you have events you want to go to, you want to look years younger, this is it.
This Memorial Day is the best time to try Plexiderm at our startup price of only $14.95. Your solution is at plexidermtrial.com or call the number on your screen.
At Bergstrom Automotive, we are proud to offer negotiation-free upfront pricing. Upfront pricing means you can put your armor away. There's no battle with scary salespeople here. You've been told no before? Join the Bergstrom Automotive family for the yes. Bergstrom, for the yes.
Here's your first warned traffic. There is an incident to report on the westbound Beltline. There actually is a crash near Fish Hatchery Road, and it's causing the left lane to be blocked and is also causing quite a backup. Traffic is as slow as 9 miles per hour at times. So definitely just be aware of that if you have to travel on the westbound Beltline. But the good news is that the interstates are good in both directions down to Janesville, over 70 miles per hour in both directions, and that includes up north to the Wisconsin Dells. And that's your first warned traffic. Back to you guys.
All right, Jacob, thank you. They're not fluffy, they don't play fetch, and they certainly don't roll over, but there is such a thing as a lap tortoise. What's more, pet tortoises can wag their tails, will plod on up to greet you, and some can even recognize their own names. The surprising warmth of this ancient cold-blooded creature has made them popular pets for families with pet dander allergies and for retirees. Just keep in mind, tortoises can live to be 80 to 150 years old, so plan ahead.
They're great pets.
Yeah, apparently they are. Well, an urgent warning today from the U.S. Surgeon General about social media and its impact on kids' mental health.
In an advisory that was released just this morning, Dr. Vivek Murthy says social media is driving a mental health crisis among adolescents. According to the Surgeon General, sites like TikTok and Instagram present a profound risk of harm for kids. The advisory cited several studies that found correlations between social media use and depression, anxiety, poor sleep, online harassment, and low self-esteem.
This is a real point of concern here. When nearly half of kids are telling us that social media use makes them feel worse.
Dr. Murthy is calling for more research on this subject into the impact of social media. He's also calling on policymakers and tech companies to take action. The White House is mobilizing an interagency task force to identify current and emerging risks. We're going to continue the discussion on this today with Dr. Jeff Potoff.
In addition to being the Chief Quality Officer at UW Health, Dr. Potoff is a father of 2 preteen girls.
Yeah.
Welcome. Congratulations.
You bet.
There seems to be, I mean, this has been around for quite some time now. There seems to be new urgency over this? Why do you think that is?
Yeah, I think there's more and more studies coming out showing just how dangerous social media can be, especially for younger children, you know, age maybe 6, 7, up to 16, 17. And I think a lot of parents maybe underappreciate the risk that it can have to their children. If you want to know what doctors talk about when they get together, we talk about our kids' social media. How do you handle that conversation, realizing that there's risk with depression and even suicide with social media use.
The statistics that came out today are pretty terrifying. It showed that 95% of teenagers are on social media. Children ages 8 to 12 are also using it, and the average amount of time a kid spends on social media is 3 hours. And if you spend that long, the Surgeon General says you are more than 3 times at risk for anxiety and depression.
Absolutely. I think the thing that's concerning is I think as parents we worry about our kids getting into alcohol, drugs, things like that can addict you. When we do studies and we look at the centers of the brain that light up when folks do alcohol and drugs, the same centers light up when our kids are on social media. So it's not like our kids can just put this down once they're using it that much. They're legitimately addicted to it. And then you have all these like bad health outcomes where, you know, depression, anxiety, loss of sleep. It's concerning.
Put on your dad hat. How do you deal with your girls?
Well, so I think it's tricky. So my dad hat is a lot of my oldest daughter's friends do have phones. They are on social media. I don't want her to be ostracized because she's the only person that doesn't have it. At the same time, worried about, you know, if she had access to those platforms, what would happen. So we've tried to take a middle ground where she has access to phone and text, but, you know, not a camera and not these other apps. And we'll probably continue to try to do that as long as we can, just because I worry about, you know, what if she becomes one of those folks that is this statistic.
She's wearing a watch.
Yep.
So that limits the time you're going to do that. You're not going to sit there for hours typing on your watch.
Right, and you can't take pictures and send things. And so it provides some of that, you know, social connectedness she wants to have with her friends, and makes it a little bit harder to have some of the things that, you know, causing more trouble as far as the TikTok, the Instagrams, the Facebooks, and things like that.
It's so hard for parents, and
really
the social
difficult.
pressure, peer pressure that you mentioned before. What do you think about having like a Surgeon General's warning like we have on medicine and toys and cigarettes?
Yeah, you know, I think it's a good idea. I mean, if as a parent, if we thought that, you know, cigarettes are out there and, like, you know, 8-year-olds could use them, I think we'd all be like, oh my God, that's kind of insane. Or if we drop the drinking age to 8, people would be like, that's outrageous. I think we have to think about social media a little bit like that. There are a lot of things that are great about social media. It's not all bad, but there's enough risk with it where it probably needs some level of oversight, restriction, especially for our children who are vulnerable.
And this is just beginning. We're going to be dealing with this for quite some time.
I'm going to talk about this for a long time.
Doctor, thanks for being with us today.
Great to see you, Jeff. Thanks.
Well, the final check of your forecast coming up.
At Harker Heating and Cooling, you can save a whole bunch of money when you buy an air conditioner. You know what's even better? Saving even more money when you purchase an air conditioner and a furnace at the same time.
Harker Heating and Cooling.
What's at the top of your home improvement list? Did you say better insulation? Because better insulation makes everything you do in your home better. Even just walking in the front door on a hot day. So get ready for summer now with USA Premium Foam. It keeps the hot air out, the cool air in, and your electric bills lower.
And right now, during Home Improvement Month, our labor is free. You pay for the foam, and we'll put it in for free. But that ends May 31st.
USA Insulation.
This is how legends are. 2024 Chevy Silverado HD with Duramax diesel. And the Chevy Silverado with powerful TurboMax engine. No matter what route you take, there's a Chevy truck to get you there. Find new roads. Get 1.9% financing on all 2023 Silverado 1500 LT TurboMax pickups, or current Chevy owners get $5,250 total cash allowance when you trade in an eligible vehicle. Find new roads at your local Chevy dealer.
Dove Beauty Bar does far more than clean.
This is going to moisturize my skin.
I use Dove Beauty Bar on my face.
I use Dove Beauty Bar to remove my makeup. It's always there for whatever I need it for.
With 1/4 moisturizing cream, it's amazing what Dove Beauty Bar can do.
At Harker Heating and Cooling, you can save a whole bunch of money when you buy an air conditioner. You know what's even better? Saving even more money when you purchase an air conditioner and a furnace at the same time.
Harker Heating and Cooling.
Crucial funding needed to keep some cities' lights on is still out of reach. We dive into the intense negotiations for the must-pass shared revenue bill. Will Kadili learns the latest on where the legislation stands coming up next.
If you struggle to keep tabs on the service fees you pay, you're not alone.
There's just too much to keep track of.
News 3 Now answers a call for action with strategies to help make sure you don't get charged more than you owe. Wednesday at 6.
Temperatures tomorrow and Thursday will be cooler with highs only in the mid-60s, but temperatures will warm up slowly after that with 70s for Friday and Saturday. 80s for a lot of next week. There are some small chances of storms, but for the most part, Memorial Day weekend is looking very well. And even the storm chances next week are pretty small. There's a chance we may not even see any storms on each of these given days.
With an exciting new Toyota, you can go out and enjoy all your favorite summer activities. Sorry.
Get 3.99% APR for 48 months on many of Toyota's most popular models.
Your summer starts here.
Toyota, let's go places.
Salonpas Lidocaine Flex, a super thin, flexible patch with maximum OTC strength lidocaine that contours to the body to relieve pain right where it hurts. And did we mention it really, really sticks? Salonpas, it's good medicine.
At Foster Funeral and Cremation Services, we honor legacies. Let us take care of the arrangement so you can focus on saying goodbye. Veteran-owned and operated. Experience exceptional care and affordable service with Foster Funeral and Cremation Services.
You want it, we got it, it's all here. Rosemont it, we want the night lights, the bright lights, I'll put you in the spotlight, light. Yeah. You want style, well now I'll show you where you gotta be. Tell you what you gotta see, ooh, it's gonna make you smile. You want it, we got it, it's all here. Rosemont.
Summertime fun is in full swing in Rosemont. From grand slams to hot jams. To Rosemont it your way, start at rosemont.com.
Rosemont it.
These are the faces that smile so wide at the friends and staff who are by their side, where life is lived with a feeling of pride on every bump of life's great ride that comes from the care that sweetens the air that lives in the house that angels built. Attic Angel Community, independent homes and 4 levels of assisted living built with the help of angels.
With an exciting new Toyota, you can go out and enjoy all your favorite summer activities. Sorry.
Get 3.99% APR for 48 months on many of Toyota's most popular models.
Your summer starts here.
Toyota, let's go places.
In today's Final Touch, people love to go to the zoo, of course, to look at animals.
But do the animals enjoy the people back? Well, according to new research in England, the love between the animals and people is mutual, at least for some critters. Elephants turn out to benefit the most from human presence, which makes them more active and sociable. Penguins were found to enjoy human company as well. On the other hand, animals like hedgehogs, marsupials, including koalas, and amphibious creatures like frogs responded negatively to visitors, seeing them as threats, and they go into hiding. Interesting. All right, that's our time for now. Thanks for watching. We'll see you back here again tomorrow. News 3 Now at 5 starts right now.